Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. An electrical fire late last night has 8 people without a place to live. L&L Fire Company, along with other companies, were called to the home on Buck Mountain Road around 10 o'clock. Crews found a light smoke condition and fire on the outside of the home when they arrived at the location. Firefighters were able to contain the fire to the outside of the house. Firefighters said there was no interior damage, but the home needs major repairs. The American Red Cross assisting the 3 adults and 5 children who lived in the home. A Schuylkill Haven woman pled guilty on Tuesday to drug charges before a U.S. District Court judge. 46-year-old Laverne Schaefer entered her plea to conspiracy to distribute over 50 grams of meth. She admitted to conspiring with her husband, Ernest Schaefer, who also pled guilty and is awaiting sentencing. The case was investigated by the FBI, state, and local police. She was indicted by a grand jury along with 3 other people in August of 2017. As part of her agreement, Schaefer agreed to forfeit dozens of acres of real estate in Schuylkill County that she and her husband used to store and distribute the meth. She's scheduled to be sentenced at a later date. 2 people are charged with drug trafficking after allegedly selling drugs to an informant in Kingston back in September. 23-year-old Colin Longworth and 22-year-old Shannon Callahan were arraigned on the charges Wednesday. Longworth allegedly sold meth to a police confidential informant September 25th. Callahan was said to be driving the vehicle at the time of the incident. Both were charged with possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance and criminal use of a communication facility. Bail was denied for each. They were taken to the Luzerne County Prison. 1 person was flown after a crash this morning. It happened on Interstate 81 in Lower Schuylkill County. The crash around 6 o'clock on Interstate 81 at mile marker 104, just north of the ravine exit. Emergency responders found a multi-vehicle crash with a Jeep and tractor trailer involved. A medical helicopter was called in to transport 1 person from the crash to a regional hospital. Fire crews had to cut the driver of the Jeep out of the SUV. The interstate was closed for about 2 hours this morning in that part of Schuylkill County. A street in McAdoo will be closed for the foreseeable future thanks to a collapsing tunnel. East Sherman Street in McAdoo is closed and will remain that way through the winter. That's according to borough officials. The borough street foreman told council in October the tunnel was in poor condition when they were putting in a new drain box on Sherman Street. The street was closed temporarily because of the fear of large trucks collapsing the tunnel. The tunnel runs about 40 feet under the road and is in terrible condition. It carries the road over part of Celebration Creek, which is part of the borough's flood control. A report from the engineering firm estimates the tunnel repair costs between $47,000 and $52,000. Former Vice President Joe Biden is scheduled to make a stop in Luzerne County this Sunday to rally for 2 Democratic candidates. Biden has been traveling across the country, stumping for Democratic candidates in this year's midterm elections. He'll appear at a campaign rally Sunday night for Congressman Matt Cartwright and Senator Bob Casey. Cartwright is running against Republican John Schren, while Casey is running against Congressman and former Hazleton Mayor Lou Barletta. The Scranton native is scheduled to appear at the Pittston Area High School. Doors will open at 5:30. The event begins at 7:15. Now, no tickets are necessary, but there will be a link online to register. That's so they can gauge the size of the crowd attending. The Pennsylvania Auditor General's office is conducting an audit to see if the city of Wilkes-Barre's pension plans are in compliance under the third-class city code. In 2017, Auditor General Eugene DePasquale said that some of the city's calculations used to determine benefits and a pension buyback clause were not consistent with the code. City officials say that the benefits were negotiated into union contracts and would have to be reduced through negotiations. According to City Administrator Ted Wampole, the city is trying to address the issue. Pasquale said that the audit should be completed in early 2019. Coming up on WYLN News, what is the Hanover 9? Our Julia Wiegand was at the groundbreaking and she'll explain, plus health insurance options open today. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. For the overnight, we can expect some showers with a low of about 53, still pretty mild. Tomorrow, though, looks like it'll be the last day, at least until maybe part of next week. We'll be right back.
About dishonest Danny Wolf, a follower of Pelosi, lobbyist who represented cruel puppy mills, deadbeat who defaulted on loans. No thanks. Dan Muser's one of us. Dan and Shelley, his wife of 28 years, raised their children here. Dan helped grow a local business into a national leader, creating critical local jobs. And Dan Muser shares our values, our hopes. Vote for Dan Muser. Let's keep our country moving forward.
I'm Dan Muser, and I approve this message.
Hi. I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazelton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
Senator John Udicak was joined by North Point Development to celebrate the groundbreaking of the Hanover 9 site. WYLN's Julia Wiegand has more.
The Hanover 9 site broke ground this afternoon in Nanticoke. Senator John Udicak said he's proud of the South Valley and was even inspired to run for public office to reclaim the abandoned coal lands, build up the economy, create jobs, and attract companies.
This isn't a groundbreaking, it's a unique groundbreaking. We're not talking about the potential of this site. We're talking about the reality of the jobs and the reality of the investment. So yeah, very proud day for someone that grew up in the South Valley, someone that has been honored to represent the people of the South Valley and Luzerne County in the General Assembly.
The master plan for Hanover 9 includes 3 separate buildings, square footage totaling at just under 2 million square feet. All 3 buildings are expected to generate approximately 1,500 new jobs with an average salary of $41,000.
When you think of the number, 16,000 acres of abandoned coal land that was Blue Coal Corporation, that the Earth Conservancy was able to get out of bankruptcy court, that shut down economic development for decades in northeastern Pennsylvania. Land, real estate, prime real estate, just moments away from the interstate highway system, just wasn't available. When we made it available, they came. And North Point recognized the value of the land, they recognized the value of our people, and they've invested in 5,800 families in northeastern Pennsylvania. Their lives are going to change because now they can go out and go to work, invest in their community, invest in their families, invest in their educations.
The total capital investment from North Point and tenants is expected to be just under $200 million. The annual payroll for all 3 buildings is expected to be around $63 million.
Turning around an environmental disaster and making it an economic success story, nobody's done it better than we've done here in Luzerne County.
Senator Udicak was joined by North Point Development, Earth Conservancy, and numerous state and local officials from Luzerne County for this groundbreaking ceremony. Reporting from Nanticoke for WYLN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
Open enrollment for 2019 individual health insurance plans under the Affordable Care Act begins today and runs through December 15th. People in 30 of Pennsylvania's 67 counties will see more health insurers offering coverage in the individual market next year. And in addition to a new entrant into the market, 4 of the 5 insurers already in the individual market expanded their coverage on the exchange compared to last year. Information on the various plans available in Pennsylvania and where to seek enrollment assistance are available at insurance.pa.gov. The unemployment rate for the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre-Hazleton metro area increased slightly in the month of September. The rate rose 0.1 of a point last month to 4.9%. Pennsylvania's unemployment rate remained at 4.1%, while the national rate decreased by 0.2 of a point to 3.7%. Also, regional jobs in trade, transportation, and the utility sectors reached a record high of 68,000 in September. Warehouse and transportation jobs are also expected to increase throughout the area. We have a recall for you, a chicken product imported from Canada into the United States being recalled. Les Elements o Solo Mio Incorporated is recalling over 3,800 pounds of chicken tortellini that were not inspected by the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. The products being recalled are on your screen right now. They were shipped to locations in Maryland, Pennsylvania, Florida, Massachusetts, and Illinois. There have been no illnesses reported, and customers who have purchased the products are asked to discard them. Anyone with questions should contact the company at 450-435-4111, extension 227. Coming up on Whitehaven's News Choice, a visit to Hillside SPCA in Community and You. Plus, this weekend, we fall back. Don't go away.
They attack us, assault us, call us
the basket of deplorables.
Matt Cartwright stands with them and accuses us of supporting bigotry and misogyny. Meanwhile, Cartwright supports dangerous policies, siding with the radical left. Enough. John Schrin is one of us, born, raised, and lives here, fighting for our values.
That's why we need John Schrin in the Congress of the United States.
You're terrific candidates for Congress. John Schrin.
I'm John Schrin, and I approve this message.
Churz Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Churz Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Schur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Churz 570-454-7229.
Appliances are right over there, and this is part of our furniture department.
Okay, but I'm looking for a mattress.
Well, you've come to the right place. Grand Central is Northeast Pennsylvania's #1 Sealy mattress dealer. We have Sealy mattress sets from only $199 and Stearns & Foster queen sets from only $45 per month. We also have interest-free financing up to 60 months. And remember, delivery and takeaway are absolutely free.
So we don't have to do anything?
Not if you buy your Sealy mattress at Grand Central.
It looks like I did find the right place to buy a Sealy mattress.
Grand Central in Hazleton, the right place to buy a Sealy mattress.
depends on what the needs of the person is. You know, obviously, a dog for a blind person or a visually impaired person would be the best, because I don't think that cats could probably be trained along those lines. And again, you know, it's just going to vary. It varies on, if it's a child with special needs, it depends on what the needs of that child is and what the certified service organization has available. They're usually the ones that will help you decide what type of animal and what specific animal will fit the needs of what your need to be. Not aware of emotional support, certified emotional support cats or other animals, but you would have to check with a licensed organization. Like, as I said, there are organizations out there that are specifically licensed to do and to provide service animals, so they know the requirements, they know the training that's needed. So they are the resources that are out there that you really need to look into when and if you decide that you might need a service animal. Therapy dogs, on the other hand, are the opposite end. Certified therapy dogs usually go through a specific training program, whether it be so many hours to put into visitations, so many hours of training, and then some require an actual test that the dogs have to go through. And then those dogs are then certified therapy dogs. Dogs need to be trained to be out in the public. You can't just take a random dog and place them out in situations where they're normally not used to being, and have an expectation that they'll be able to cope very readily. So dogs need to be trained in order to be out in the public for specific tasks and for therapy visits as well. You know, you can't have a dog running wild down the hospital corridor when they're supposed to be just visiting quietly or playing, you know, with some of the patients. So again, you know, make sure when you're looking into either service or pet therapy that they are certified agencies for that, and you'll have a good experience with those certified organizations. Service animals are a wonderful support system to those who really need that assistance. It's amazing what animals can be taught to do, and how much of a companion and how much of a value they can be to someone's life and add so much to them.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
the Jewish Community Center of Hazleton will be holding a ceremony to honor the victims of the shooting at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh, the survivors and their loved ones. It will be held at Temple Beth Israel Sunday night, November 4th at 6 p.m. All people of any or no religious affiliation are welcome to attend the event. Rabbi Michael Michelin of Beth Israel and of the Douglas Israel Synagogue will preside. Temple Beth Israel is located at the corner of North Church and Hemlock Streets in Hazleton. And a reminder for everyone that this weekend, when you change your clock back, you should also change the batteries in your smoke alarms and carbon monoxide detectors. Pennsylvania's acting state fire commissioner Bruce Trago encourages everyone to check the alarms and make sure they're working properly when changing all the clocks in your home. And don't forget, we are setting them back 1 hour before you go to bed Saturday night. Trago said discharged or missing batteries are the most common cause of a smoke alarm or carbon monoxide detector malfunction. When functioning, smoke alarms can decrease the risk of dying in a home fire by as much as half. No matter what type of smoke alarms are used in your home, they should be tested monthly. That's the news. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next on WYLN TV.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the children's programming report is on file for public inspection at WYLN, 1057 East 10th Street, Hazleton, PA, during normal business hours, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday.
This autumn, you can fall into savings at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get fabulous fall savings during the Jeep Adventure Days. Returning lessees can lease a new Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited for just $299 a month, or lease a new Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4 for just $189, and get 0% financing on select models. Whatever adventure you enjoy, we can get you there in a Jeep at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, or online at allamericanjeep.net.
watching Wilkes-Barre's choice for news, weather, and live local sports. WYLN, we're your local network.